Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Greatest Podcast. I'm your host, Pancho Lopez. Super excited about today's episode because I want to share with you something that really hit home for me when I heard it the first time. I heard it for the first time in 2016, August. I was at a Business Mastery Conference. It's called Business Mastery, actually. It's a Tony Robbins event put together maybe once or twice a year only. It's about 2,000 people attend this thing, and everybody that's in this is high producing business owners. I had an opportunity to meet some crazy cool individuals at this event, and the event itself was mind-blowingly good. It was 5 days, super intricate. It was from like 9 a.m. till midnight every single day for 5 days of nothing but learning. During the event, there was one particular speaker who came on, who said something that just really resonated. His name is Keith Cunningham. Now, when he shared this particular quote with us, he said that he had gotten the quote from somebody else. So really the source is unknown. But there's a lot of people out there putting it on memes and putting it on themselves. Like if they said it, it's bullshit. It's been around for a while, but it's a powerful message and a powerful quote. And when I heard it the first time, which was at, like I said, at this event, it really made me think like, holy shit. Like, I really need to pay attention to everything that I'm doing. So the quote is, hell on earth would be to meet the person that I could have become. And it really got me thinking, what would I feel and how would it feel to get to be maybe 80 years old and all of a sudden come across myself, but a myself that went on a different path, that actually took the risks and did the things that I wanted to do, but that I didn't do for any reason whatsoever. And I was like, shit, that would be horrible. I mean, I'm picturing this 80-year-old guy that looks like me, but is in better physical shape, better physical health, super happy, with a great relationship, with a ton of money in the bank, traveling all over the world, enjoying everything out of life, maximizing the juice out of life. And then me being okay, being like, not bad. Because my life has never been bad. I've always been very fortunate and lucky that for some reason or another, some of the people on my team, Clark, have told me, like, I hate it that this always happens to you, because I always say things always work out for me, and things always do work out. But it's not enough. Being fortunate and being lucky as I am is not enough. You have to push through, because why not use that to your advantage and fulfill a bunch of other goals, right? But a lot of times we have this thing in our brain that's built into us from the moment humans were created. And it was something that we've evolved with. It's a defense mechanism. It's to keep us alive from taking unnecessary risks and keep us alive from going out when there's a freaking tiger that might eat us, right? And this thing in our head starts telling us like, whoa, don't do that. That may cause you to lose this. Don't do that. That may cause you to lose all this money that you need to pay X bill. So there's a lot of ways that this part of our brain is designed to really protect us and help us out. But the reality of it is this part of our brain also stops us from doing so many things that could propel us into something much better. And unfortunately, for most of us, we listen to that part of our brain way more than we should, because there really aren't so many tigers out there wanting to eat us anymore. There really isn't any humongous risk that could really cost us our life. There's a lot of risk involved, maybe financially and things like that. But if we go into it with the right mindset and understanding that no matter what happens, we're always going to push through and there's always going to be a way out, it should be okay, right? So the idea behind this is, if you're listening to this, make sure to not be in the position that I felt myself in when I started really digging deep and thinking about it that way that I did. Don't ever let yourself get to a point in your life that you say, man, what if I would have done that? What if I would have taken that particular risk? What if I would have tried to open up that business? What if I would have asked that girl out? What if I would have actually bought that particular dog? Whatever the case may be, we always have that fear, right, of losing something, but make the fear of not doing something greater. Make the fear of, oh shit, like if I would have done that, I would have made such and such amount of money. I would have created this business. I would have developed this relationship much further. Make that fear be higher than the fear of what if something bad happens, if that makes sense. So, there's this test that I really like, and you're always gonna hear me going back to a lot of Tony Robbins stuff. It was one of the first mentors that I had, and I'm not talking about mentor in terms of I met him and he's my friend and he helped me out. No, I believe that you can find mentors in books and mentors in audio programs and mentors in seminars, and I do believe that Tony Robbins has been a big mentor of mine because I've learned so much from all of the different things that he puts out there. One of the things that he put out there as well that I really, really like is called the rocking chair test. The rocking chair test is very simple. It's very similar to that quote, hell on earth would be to meet the person that you could have become. But the rocking chair test is going to help you make decisions. So this is something that I'm going to ask you to apply consistently from now on every time you're confronted with a decision-making process. The next time you're told, hey, do you want to skydive with me? Or the next time you're told, hey, would you like to be an investor in this particular business with me? Or the next time you're asked to try to help somebody with a certain issue that they're having. Anything in life that requires you to make a decision, check yourself like this. Imagine yourself being in your 80s, 90s, sitting in a rocking chair outside of your porch, just laying out, just hanging out, just rocking back and forth, being an old person, having lived your life completely, having already had whatever it is that you had throughout your life happen. But ask yourself, imagining yourself in that position, go back and say, at that moment in my life, would I look back at my life and say, shit, I wish I would have jumped out that plane. Shit, I wish I would have invested in that company. Shit, I wish I would have helped that particular person with that issue that they were having. If the answer is yes, you would regret it, just freaking do it. Because the worst thing, talking to older people is kind of a really cool thing. And going to meet somebody that's in their 70s or 80s and asking them, the worst thing that anybody can tell you happened in their life is the regret of not doing something. It's never the regret of doing something. It's always the regret of not doing something. So make sure to ask yourself, will I regret this in the future if I don't do this particular thing? If the answer is yes, just do it, because it could be extremely painful getting to a point in your life where even if you wanted to do it, it's impossible for you to do it because you're just done. The opportunity was missed. Whether it's because you're older and you can't, or whether it's because the opportunity itself doesn't exist anymore. Maybe that investment that you try to make has already grown so much that at this point it's ridiculous to try to even invest in it. Maybe it's already about to go in the downfall, like most businesses do. They go up and down. But really, really dig deep and ask yourself, because that will align itself with that quote. The two kind of work hand in hand. Always imagine and think to yourself, will I regret not doing this if I don't do it? And if the answer is yes, go ahead and do it. And always push yourself to the maximum amount of things that you can in your life. Because that way you will never get to the end of your life and meeting yourself, I should say, that's better than you. Meeting a better version of yourself would be shitty. The cool thing about it would be that you did so much and you pushed so hard and you did everything you wanted to do in your life, the way you wanted to do it in your life, and you committed to certain things that you knew were going to be good for you, and you pushed through those commitments as hard as they may have been to get to that point in your life and meet the person you could have become and see that particular version of yourself be less than you are. That would be exhilarating. Think about it that way. Think about meeting that person that went on a different tangent in life, that didn't do as many things as you, and you have a much better life. You have better physical health, you have better relationships, you have better finances. Every aspect of your life needs to be pushed through and improved consistently working on improving everything. Your relationships, your finances, your business, your health. Health is number one, by the way. Always focus on health, number one. Because with health, you're going to be able to achieve everything else. No health, it doesn't matter what else you have. It's pretty fucked up, right? So I challenge you today to start doing something that you've been putting off because you're afraid of doing it, but that you know deep down inside that if you don't do it, you're going to regret it in the end of your life. Make sure to push forward and do whatever it is that you need to do to achieve that certain goal and to make it a little bit complicated. All right? So from now on, push yourself. Push yourself to take the risk. Push yourself to ask that difficult to ask question. Push yourself to say the truth even when it hurts, because it's all going to lead to a better version of yourself. And when you meet that other person that you could have become, you're going to be the best version of it because you did everything right and you did everything the best that you could possibly do. Don't let yourself take that nap that you didn't really need to take. Don't let yourself skip out on that gym workout. Don't let yourself not make that follow-up call that could have generated that additional sale. That additional sale could have generated that additional relationship, and that additional relationship could have led into something even better. You never know what every little detail of your life can just expand tremendously. It's just incredible. There's so many different tangents that we can all take based on the decisions that we make on a day-to-day basis, right? Make the right decisions. Propel yourself and be the best version of yourself. And always keep in the back of your mind, if I get to be 80, 90, 100 years old, will I regret not doing this? If the answer is yes, go do it. Don't think about it so much. The more you think about it, the more reasons you're going to find not to do it. And then you're going to get to the end of your life and you're like, shit, why didn't I do it? At that point, you probably won't even remember why you didn't do it, because the fear at that point is totally gone. The fear of disappointing somebody that probably disappointed you down the road is gone. You know what I mean? So anyways, thank you so very much for listening and watching this video. And again, I challenge you to go ahead and do something that's difficult to do today, but you know it's going to be the best thing for you to do. And it's not going to allow you to regret or have any regrets down the line in your life. Alrighty. Thank you so very much for watching. Please, if you found any value in this message, make sure to like, comment, share it. If you think anybody's out there that might benefit from hearing this message, please share it with your friends. Let them know that this podcast is out there. We're trying to deliver a powerful message for you guys consistently so that we can help improve one person's life at a time, right? So thank you again so much for watching. I appreciate your time. I know your time is valuable and I don't take that lightly. So I try to put up as much information as I can in my own way and try to make it simple to understand in a short period of time. So again, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, share. Let me know in a DM if you think that I'm full of shit or if you like it. I'd really appreciate all the feedback. All right. Just to know that you're watching would be kind of nice. Thank you so very much. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Love you all.